Hey, what's going on, Fasting Family? This is Jonathan. I am checking in. Today is Tuesday, June 8th. It is day 220 of my 3-year challenge to lose 300 pounds. And it is, I believe, day 4 of my 42 days or my 1,000-hour challenge to get ready for the Sprint Triathlon that I have coming up on July 17th. If anybody has any non-scale victories they would like to share, I'd love to hear them. If anybody has any questions or comments, I'd love to hear those as well. Carrie's checking in saying, hey there, Mr. Fa. Hey there, Mrs. Fa. I hope everything is going well at home. Um, I am in the sweat box again today. I just checked the temperature. It is 84 degrees in here right now. So that is super. If this is your first time checking out my broadcast, a little bit about me. I'm 39 years old. I've been overweight my whole life. And last year, I really decided that it was time to take control over my health and to really focus on losing weight. So I started my challenge on November 1st. The only goals I really had going into the challenge were that I wanted to do this for 3 years and I wanted to lose 300 pounds. And to start, I had some experience with extended fasting. And so I started with an extended fast that initially was going to be for 30 days. I felt really good as I was doing the fast, and I ended up pushing it to it was actually 41 and a half day or 42 days, 1,000-hour water fast. Um, and in that time, I was able to lose 90 pounds. After the water fast, I switched to a whole food plant-based diet with no added salt, oil, or sugar in any of the recipes or the meals that we make. And since then, I have been able to lose pretty much an additional 90 pounds since then, because I'm 180 pounds down total. Um, I'm also extra sweaty today because I just got done with like my first real bike ride. And so I still am kind of been coming down from that. I'm using a shirt as a towel because I don't have anything better here at the office. But yeah, I ended up going on a bike ride today, and I'm gonna go get into that in a little bit here. So yeah, I had those goals. That's kind of where I'm at. This past week, I was looking at some different things with working out, and I ended up purchasing a bike last week. And then that part precipitated or that brought about my next 1,000-hour challenge. And that is that I'm giving myself 1,000 hours to train and get ready for a sprint triathlon near me. It's a 400 or 500 yard swim, a 15-mile bike ride, and a 5K run. So about 3-mile run. I have 38 days left to get ready for that. In fact, I have exactly 38 days, 15 hours, and 53 minutes to get ready for my sprint triathlon. Um, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell icon to turn on notifications so you'll get alerted when I go live. And then also, I have been trying to record some of myself doing these workouts or getting ready for the workouts. And so I'm going to try to maybe do like a weekly montage or some type of kind of this is what I'm doing to work out for myself here. Getting into the getting ready for the triathlon. So I have some videos and I'll be sharing those once I get a chance to get them edited together and kind of figure out what I want to focus on with those videos. Right now, it's pretty much I don't have somebody else filming me, so it's before I work out and after my workout, and kind of what my plan is and what my reaction is where I'm at right now. But if anybody, like I said, if anybody has any non-scale victories, I'd love to hear them. My non-scale victory, and probably a lot of my non-scale victories here for the next little bit, are probably going to revolve around working out or doing some sort of workout. And today, that would be what my non-scale workout, or my non-scale victory, is going to be a workout. I was listening to the Pleasure Trap book on the way into work, and I didn't get through the whole section or the whole chapter, but essentially what they were talking about is moderation, and how there's two assumptions that we make about moderation that aren't necessarily true. And the first is that, everything is okay in moderation, or anything is okay in moderation. And it's not really true in some areas. I mean, it's less harmful if if you drink in moderation, you're less, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you drink alcohol in moderation, you're less likely to get liver disease than if you drank it excessively. And that's the same with food and everything. But you're also putting yourself in some of these cases at risk to get those things, because like, if you didn't drink, then maybe you wouldn't be at risk to get liver disease at all, And so some things in moderation still put you at risk. And so, the point I think that they're trying to make with the book, and it is about abstention, and it's about that some things are not okay in moderation. And also some things can't be handled in moderation. We can't handle having just a little bit of sugar or just a handful of chips. Like that was one of those chip slogans, was I bet you can't eat just one, right? Like, yeah, we put so much salt on this that we are betting you that you can't eat just one. And they're right, because they have millions of dollars of research, and they know that one isn't whatever, but it's part of the campaign. But it's also playing on the addiction of the food, I suppose, as well. And so they were talking about moderation, and about how with some things you have to, abstain, and you have to go without. And that is where, I am finding the greatest success with my diet is the abstention, the saying I'm out of the market to be marketed to. Really, like nothing we buy outside of like the Lara bars or the Ezekiel bread isn't really it's just produce. Like most of what we eat is produce outside of that. And so there's not much marketing you can do. And then the other things like the pastas and the quinoas are really probably at as low a price as you can get them at, or, because because there's so much you can sell, that you can get that stuff in bulk for cheap, And so, yeah, just abstaining from that kind of being marketed to and eating foods that get marketed to me. I mean, the shredded wheat that I eat is the plainest box that you can find, like they spend no money on it because they know that people that are buying those products aren't buying them because they're attracted to the one that's the flashiest thing. They're buying it because the nutrition label or because of the content of the ingredients. So they don't have to be flashy with this stuff. But yeah, so with the moderation is, like anything can be okay in moderation is a false statement, because not everything is okay in moderation, or I can't have that mentality because it doesn't work for me. I can't have everything in moderation. And I mean, that probably goes back as far as when I was a kid, when I was younger and I was in my drinking days. I never drank to get a buzz. My opinion was that one, it doesn't taste good enough generally to just have it to take, just to have a beer and catch a buzz. But, not that anyone should listen to this, but I may have drank prior to the legal age of drinking. And anytime that I was drinking prior to the legal age, I also had the mentality of, if I have a beer and a cop walks in here, I'm likely to get the same ticket as if I had 8 or 10 beers. It's probably not a good mentality to have, because a cop would probably be more lenient with somebody who had a beer versus 10 beers. But my mind wouldn't think like that, and I would drink the 10 beers, because if I'm going to do something illegal, and if it's going to be something that I'm going to get in a little bit of trouble for, then I might as well go all out, is what I thought, and Carrie's saying she personally cannot do many things in moderation. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to do those things. It's tough to eat in moderation. It's tough to say, I'm only going to eat 1,700 calories. I'm only going to eat this many calories of this type of food. And am I live still? I don't know how long ago this went out.